Kate to be deprived of key royal perk when husband William is king. Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, will miss out on a royal perk when her husband Prince William becomes king. Being a part of the royal family comes with a host of responsibilities, but in addition, it also comes with certain perks. The Queen, 95, enjoys certain privileges as the UK's head of state, and these will be passed on to her son Charles, and her grandson Prince William when they become the monarch too. One particular advantage of the job for Her Majesty means she does not need a passport to travel overseas, because British passports are actually issued on behalf of the Queen. The royal family website explains, as a British passport is issued in the name of Her Majesty, it is unnecessary for the Queen to possess one. While the Queen doesn't require a passport, she still has to go through some security checks every time she leaves or enters Britain. Her Majesty is required to give her full name, age, address, nationality, gender and place of birth to officials at the border as part of an identity check. This means that Prince William eventually takes the throne, he too will enjoy this particular perk as he will be king. However, his wife Kate, 40, will not be covered by the perk and will still need to carry her passport when traveling. The perk will extend to her son Prince George, 8, when he becomes king, but in the meantime, he too requires a passport for traveling. This applies to all other members of the royal family who are not the monarch as well. Currently, British passports carry the following message: Her Britannic Majesty's Secretary of State requests and requires in the name of Her Majesty all those whom it may concern to allow the bearer to pass freely without let or hindrance and to afford the bearer such assistance and protection as may be necessary. The wording will change to His Majesty when Charles, and later William, ascend the throne. The perk must come in particularly handy because as part of her role as head of state, the Queen travels to countless countries as part of royal tours and visits. In addition to not requiring a passport, the Queen, as monarch, is also not required to have a driving license under the law. Despite this, the Queen has been driving for decades, having first learned how to drive during World War II. During her 70-year reign, Her Majesty has often been spotted behind the wheel. She is known to drive around her Balmoral estate in Scotland without her usual chauffeur and security team. The monarch has also often been seen driving herself to one of her favorite events, the Royal Windsor Horse Show. In much the same way as a passport, the perk only applies to the monarch and not their spouse or children. Other members of the royal family are required to pass a driving test before they can get their driving license. This isn't the only driving law the Queen is exempt from, as she also doesn't need a license plate on her vehicles either. The reigning monarch is additionally exempt from any prosecution. The royal family's website says, although civil and criminal proceedings cannot be taken against the sovereign as a person under UK law, the Queen is careful to ensure that all her activities in her personal capacity are carried out in strict accordance with the law. This will also apply to all future leaders including Charles and William. Pass a driving test before they can get their driving license. This isn't the only driving law the Queen is exempt from, as she also doesn't need a license plate on her vehicles either. The reigning monarch is additionally exempt from any prosecution. The royal family's website says, although civil and criminal proceedings cannot be taken against the sovereign as a person under UK law, the Queen is careful to ensure that all her activities in her personal capacity are carried out in strict accordance with the law. This will also apply to all future leaders including Charles and William.